All right, this is Max, and I'm Matt. No, I got a hot take. It's about James Gunn. Nothing made me miss the writer's strike more than James Gunn emerging on X. I miss it already because he's already spouting nonsense. First off, in this whole week, he's undone all the goodwill that's happened from him shutting up from the writer's strike. That's right. I miss the sweet sound of nothing from James Gunn, right? He says it's okay to be confused. And then he says Blue Beetle is in the DCU and canon, but his movie's not. And then even Peacemaker, if you're Peacemaker fans, he's been saying, oh, season 2 is going to be canon, but season 1 maybe not. You're right, it's okay to be confused because that's all you've been doing on social media in your PR.
It's not confusing.
And then he says, stop spamming
Let him finish.
Stop spamming me about Zack Snyder. I didn't know Zack Snyder wanted to do it. At least he didn't tell me. Oh my goodness. Just make your movie. And then I don't even need 30 minutes. It's that's the take. I wish James Gunn would go back to the writer's strike and so we could just see the new content instead of all the BS he's spouting on X. You know? I just want to see the trailer I just want to see the announcements. Not more confusion, and it's okay to be that way. And then he tells people if it feels like in the same week, he says, if it feels like homework, screw it. He told the consumer to screw it because it is confusing. Yes. And then says, stop spamming me.
Max to James Gunn, stop saying things that make total sense.
No. Stop spouting nonsense and just show us with your content. And then I won't have to respond.
Where's the nonsense?
And I will accept my my hot takes belt, like WWE belt. Thank you.
Hold on a minute.
Did I kill Blue Jay?
Huh? You put me to sleep, dude.
Eat a Snickers.
Where's the nonsense? He hasn't said any nonsense. Everything he said is completely logical.
He says it's confusing.
He didn't say it's confusing.
He says it's okay to be confused.
And he's right. It is okay to be confused.
And then he makes it more confusing.
Look, here's you. I haven't read this book yet. I have not yet read this book, but I find it confusing. Read the damn book if you're still confused. Then there's a problem.
The book doesn't exist. Why till the book is out? Trying to explain
That's the point. You're confused by a thing that doesn't exist yet. You're like, hey, that thing that I have not seen and I have not yet.
He basically admitted it can be confusing, and if it is confusing, to screw it. And that basically describes everything that, him thinking about the characters that already exist in the. It felt like homework to him, so he said, "Screw it to Cavill."
Well, he's right.
Gal Gadot.
He's right. If it feels like homework, that's not good. He's doing it the right way. He's not making it homework. Yeah. He's just making movies.
Yeah.
I rest.
Screw it, like if it feels like better.
I think he said that because I know for a lot of people now that we are. I mean, okay, so one thing I will slightly agree with you on is that I don't think he should be responding to everyone on X. I do think he needs to chill out on that.
He's made up for it in a week since the strike. He's like, oh, the strike is over. I'm back on X. X gonna give it to you. That's what James Gunn's doing.
However, the whole thing about him saying that, screw it if it feels like homework, because he said that because for the longest time we are conditioned when it comes to cinematic universes that we need everything to feel interconnected and we need to watch this, and this to understand that, and this. this. And I think what he's trying to say is that when he's forming his DC universe, he's going to do his very best to make sure that each and every individual project you can watch by themselves without having to do a whole bunch of other research or watch other previous stuff to understand what's going on. I think that's actually a good approach. Don't you?
Exactly.
You don't want to watch a whole bunch of other things to understand what's going on in the future, right?
I think
like
they
what
set the
happened to movies feeling standalone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the audience rewards.
What happened to just enjoying movies how they are on their own and
they can reward investment, and that's when what you're describing is the opposite of what the successes with Infinity War and Endgame. It was all connected, and it was amazing.
It was some of the best, but not everything has to be connected.
I said, yeah, I understand that. Not everything,
right?
But that focus is what brings in the money. You want it to be successful. You want the superhero movies to come back and be on top. They got to feel You got to feel that investment, and it's got to be like a soap opera. You can't miss anything.
No, God, no. That's not how the MCU did it.
Yes, it is. Up until they start falling apart.
Oh, come on! If you missed Ant-Man, you were going to be lost when you saw.
They made you think that.
No, well, maybe the people thought that, but they were never putting that in the marketing.
You missed Ant-Man 2. You didn't know how they were going to save all the Avengers. Yes.
What about Ant-Man 1?
Ant-Man 1 was is a debut character, you know.
Yeah. What about Iron Man 2? I mean.
They all had relevancy. What do you mean Iron Man 2? That's when they introduced Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, the Avengers Initiative. What do you mean every single Iron Man had some Easter egg that hinted towards a bigger Avengers, the Avengers Initiative?
Not true.
Yes, it is true.
Yeah, yes, they had.
Where was Samuel L. Jackson at the end of Iron Man 1?
Hold on, Phase 1. Phase 1, yes, had its Easter eggs and it had its cameos. However, they did not put that in front of their characters and their storytelling. Never put your universe before your characters and your storytelling. That's what Phase 1, that's how they succeeded, when they came out. Because yes, they were trying to interconnect and lead up to a team-up movie, but their individual films felt like their individual films. Yes, they sprinkled some Easter eggs here and there, but they didn't take over their own story. And that's where Marvel is starting to crumble a little bit now, because they are so interconnected and they're so they have to have a whole bunch of Easter eggs for everything, to now everything feels like a jumbled mess and you can't miss anything because you're going to be confused. And it's like we are so far into the MCU that not everyone's going to be able to follow everything. So it's like James Gunn is I think he's trying his best not to fall into that same mistake again.
But to be fair, DL, I don't think the MCU is doing that. I think the fans are putting that on the MCU. There's an attitude of, I need to see everything. But I don't think if you missed She-Hulk or maybe the Eternals, that you're going to be confused in Ant-Man 3. I don't think they've ever been as connected as people want to pretend they are. They exist in the same universe. Yes, they do exist in the same universe. But let me tell you something. Right now, I don't know. I don't know if it's happening or not. But for all I know, Doomcock might be doing a stream right now. We're not watching him.
Are you kidding, crazy bro?
What is he? I don't know.
Are you kidding, crazy bro? MCU made the end credit sequence a
You're
must.
You're cutting off my point. Right now, Doomcock might be doing a stream somewhere. We're not watching him. He's not here. What we're doing isn't connected to him. What he's doing isn't connected to us. But we exist in the same damn universe. And you don't have to watch his stream to understand our stream. Adolf Hitler existed in the same world as Jerry Lewis.
Okay, wait a minute.
Don't bring up
Adolf
him.
Hitler.
No, stop saying that's going to get us demonetized.
Well, it's true.
No.
It's all connected.
We're not doing that right now. We are not.
Oh, no, Aaron, really?
First of all, you can't apply...
Oh, wow, I'm psychic. I just made that up.
You can't apply... You can't apply real life, stuff with how they're doing it with the movies, because
not?
they're deliberately having stuff connected in the movies, because this is not a movie. We're not in the movie. We're talking about movies and shows when they're
Yes,
writing.
but in the
the
reality of
movies
the
and shows,
movie, their world's as real as ours in their reality.
No. Oh my gosh, can't wait to have this man on Hot Takes. But anyway, yeah, one other thing I will
Sean
slightly
gets it.
agree with you on though, Max, is also I understand.
You agree with me? Everything? Okay, cool.
Okay. No, not everything. No. I could get where where James Gunn is like picking and choosing, what he wants to keep from the DCU and what he doesn't want to keep from the DCU. Like that could be. I've always said that I think he should do a hard reboot. That what he's doing right now is not my preferred choice. However, I think we'll be okay. We haven't seen the the long-term plan. We haven't even seen one movie of his. We don't even know how he's going to execute these with John Cena and Viola Davis and who played Blue Beetle?
Zola. Hey, Vigilante's coming back too. Don't forget him.
Yeah, no kidding. What about Gal?
Cal.
She's coming back.
I wish
Put
I
your
was
money down on it.
Okay.
Put your money down.
I don't think she is. I don't think she is.
Definitely is.
I don't know about that.
As much as I love Gal, I mean, if she don't come back, I can always see her in another movie.
Don't worry, we can always get you to
Blasphemy!
Toronto.
How dare you, Blue Jay? No, that's our Wonder Woman.
I mean,
I don't think that's a good idea to bring her back.
Anybody can play Wonder Woman.
Yeah, anybody can play Wonder. Yes, anybody can play any character.
Right.